back on the KO Boxing Show, 5-time world champion Junior Jones in 3 different weight classes. Junior, welcome to the KO Boxing Show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Junior, let's go to your great career. In October 93, you fought Jose Julio for the WBA Bantamweight world title over 12 rounds. What can you remember about that fight?
That was my first title fight. I was ranked #1. Undisputed #1 everything. I thought that he would be the easiest champion to choose, and he wanted to be the hardest. So the first time I was knocked down and everything. So that fight, I faced all my adversities in that fight.
Okay. In March 1996, you fought Orlando Gonzalez, split decision win. Undoubtedly one of the hardest fights of your career.
Yes. Well, Atlanta was hard because he had broke the record for 17 defenses, and they moved up and weight on the title, and I had to fight him for the title. And Atlanta was very cagey, very, very smart guy. He's like one of the smartest boxers that I fought.
Okay. In November 1996, you fought the great Marco Antonio Barrera, who's 43-0. We mentioned before the bookmakers gave you 0 chance. It was like a sweepstakes ticket. But you shocked the world. In the 5th round, you landed that massive right hand, and he dropped and basically bounced his head off the canvas. It should have been the end of the fight there, but the referee gave him a long count, and he kind of wobbled back to the ropes when you dapped him back into the ropes, and then the referee didn't realise that the trainer had stepped in to try and stop the fight as well.
Yeah, well, that fight was difficult because no one gave me a chance, and after Barrera, I think they was trying to buy him time to, clear his head or something like that. Because I figured him on for a long time to get something together, but nonetheless, I came through.
Yeah. In the rematch, April 1997, you fought Marco Antonio Barrera again. That was a cracking fight. I mean,
yeah.
You hit him with some big shots as well, and the right hand kept landing. What can you remember about that fight?
Well, that fight, he showed me he's a good boxer. He's very smart. He can box very good. He did. So that fight, I don't want to change him into a boxer that he became. He became a very good boxer. That fight was hard because he was very smart that fight. So I had to really be a little smarter about my game.
Yeah. September 1998, you fought the great Eric Morales, and I mean, you were in the fight. You won the first 2 rounds. I remember that. You won all the early rounds, and then he caught you late in that 4th round, nearly close to the bell. The referee stopped the fight, but you were going very well. What can you remember about that fight with Morales?
That fight, I had a lot of things against him. I was fighting him in Mexico and Tijuana, and I had the crowd against me and everything. But he loses a little better than what I thought he was. So I have no excuses. He just landed a good shot that I didn't see, and things happen.
Yeah, of course. In April 1999, you won the IBO world title against Richard Ubat. What can you remember about that fight?
Well, that fight with him he's a guy I know nothing about him. So I went to his hometown to fight him, to England, and I know nothing about this guy. So with him, he was very tough dog than what I anticipated.
Of course. Your career spanned from 1989 to 2002. What are some of your greatest moments that you took out of boxing? Junior, what were your biggest moments?
It's hard to about. I think the Barrera fight was like the biggest moment of my career, and the biggest moment of my career was every time I was underdog. I did much better being underdog whenever I was favorite. So being underdog and fights and pull them through and I've been to so many places and so many arenas that I dreamed of going to. So in my career, I was able to see a lot I'm thankful for.
Great. Is there any, is there any funny stories you can share that you've had through boxing? Everyone's got a story to tell. Who are some of the characters and people that you can remember that?
I don't know. That's no good. There's so many, like I said, let me see. The funny story I have with Evander was hilarious.
Evander Holyfield?
Yeah.
What happened?
We were in the same camp, and we had the same trainer. So I'll go to Evander's house, and we were watching a movie or something like that. And I'm sitting next to Savannah, so what I did was I took a Frank out of his refrigerator and put it in my pants. So I'm sitting next to her and I go inside my pants, the Frank outside, going like this, the Frank. And Savannah's looking for the corner of his eye. And then I had lotion in my hand. I need the Frank, I had lotion. So
Oh,
then so I started acting like I'm doing something. And I squirted the lotion on him. And I squirted the lotion, he thought I did something. And I say, well, he was going to kill me. I was like, man, look at the lotion. He was really going to kill me that day.
okay. Yeah, it's great when you can have fun times in boxing and mix it up because it's such a brutal sport. And you guys,
Not
like,
really just trustworthy for it. It's not just that you can't trust nobody.
yeah, yeah. But you guys in the lighter weights under featherweight, I mean, the amount of punches that you throw and the ferocity of the punches and the action of every fight, it's unbelievable. And they just don't get the respect I feel that they should from, that you should be getting way, way bigger money in those lighter fights than the
I think
champions.
something is starting to change a little bit now where small guys are starting to make pretty good pays, like almost $1 million, some making $1 million. So I think it's starting to change little by little, it's starting to change. Eventually, I mean, the lower weight class will demand where the person is. I think right now, everybody makes $1 million. It's like nothing now. So I think eventually they'll surpass that.
What are some of the favourite fighters you have now, Junior? Do you still keep tab of all the current boxers?
Yeah, I like the Lomachenko till he lost. I like Lomachenko. I like the Telefimo. I like Telefimo Lopez. Um, there's just so many, like I said, to me, just certain guys are like there's not a lot of guys because boxing to me is not the same no more. So when you got maybe less than a handful of guys you do like, because boxing to me now it's like it's so watered down and so tapered. It's not the same way you got tough fights. Like now it's almost predictable about who's gonna win.
Yeah. Who was your boyhood idols growing up? Who are your favourite fighters?
I mean, well, I didn't have a favorite fighter growing up. I didn't get into boxing because of boxing itself. I got into boxing. I wanted to beat my sister up. So that's why I
Oh,
got into boxing. So the thing was, why? But it's funny because I saw box on TV. I thought it was boring. I was always turning. I was a kid. I was always turning. And then
okay.
my sister, she's always beat me up. So then I got into boxing, to try to defend myself against her. So I got into boxing.
Wow, that's a terrific story. Junior, thank you for your time.
And
And
thanks, my pleasure.
you're one of the greats, and I'm sure, you know, you've been inducted in your state Hall of Fame as well. So you're a Hall of Famer, 5-time world champion, 3 different weight classes,
Yeah,
and
thanks.
I mean your fights with Barrera, and they'll be remembered in 100 years' time. And really appreciate all your time, Junior.
All right, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Take care.